football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Bears, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Hundley to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Huntley. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Bears, nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken way up at the 25. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now first down throw, Fields. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a...
Strong loses it on the hit, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. they go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
So they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On second down, a run with Strong.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Chicago!
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw, Huntley. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's going to keep this again. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.
And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career, and he parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. These two teams all tied after one. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
This will be fielded at the 17.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And he is going to have a Saints first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Adam Troutman, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They'll look to throw again.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here's Strong to begin the drive.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Play action. It's Fields.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Operating from the gun,
Huntley.
Touchdown! Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints have moved out in front.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The Bears at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
To throw is Fields.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Chicago!
Pierre Strong.
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
On 3rd down, Huntley.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Room here to run.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
19.
Looking to throw. Huntley. And this one is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
From 21 yards away.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
That's complete to Mooney.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Here's Fields.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas as the first half is winding down.
And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
be out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 2. What a spectacular return.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Santos' kick is up and through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 to a starting field position like that. 3 is not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Huntley to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over first and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Huntley.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Huntley. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Saints 45, Bears 24. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
On play action, Fields.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Fields now to throw. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Peyton Turner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Now Fields. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards that time, but a 1st down on the keeper. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. There's the stiff arm. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Third. Right there.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw, Huntley.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Adam Troutman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On first down, Huntley. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New Orleans.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And I do believe that sometimes as a defender, when you see read option, you're just making an educated guess because the offense feels like no matter what move you make, it turns out right for them.
Here we go.
Sometimes it can burn you making that guess, but I think here he said, I'm pursuing the quarterback no matter what he does. And this time, he picked the right option.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off play action. Huntley. He is going to find Hill here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Get it. Heavy line.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Kamara going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Let's go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Ready. Go, Reed. Go.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From his own end zone, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here we go on fourth down. Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start by running the option to the right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were